We looked at Power BI, we looked at Power BI Desktop. Now let's take a look at collaboration options with regards to sharing our dashboard and using organizational content packs. Hi, I'm Adam Saxton and welcome to Guy in a Cube, a channel dedicated to helping you and your business gain insights by learning and growing on the Microsoft Business Intelligence stack. We've looked at what Power BI is, we looked at what Power BI Desktop is. Today we're going to take a look at sharing your dashboards and taking advantage of organizational content packs if you're a pro user. The easiest way to share the items that you create is to share a dashboard with inside of Power BI. Anybody can share a dashboard. It can be a free user, it can be a pro user. You can share those inside of your organization, you can share them outside of your organization. You can share dashboards to a user, and that user can be either inside your organization, meaning that they're in the same tenant as you, whatever domains are covered in that tenant. So for example, Microsoft.com, I could share it with anyone in Microsoft.com, or you can share it with users outside of your organization. When you do this, you'll get an indication that that user doesn't belong to your organization. You can also share it with security groups and distribution groups that are created inside of your tenant. You cannot, however, share dashboards with a unified group. A unified group is, for example, a group that you create inside of Power BI. One thing to consider when you're sharing a dashboard is that if you're a pro user and you're using items that require a pro license, such as you may have a visualization that's working off of a live connection to analysis services through an enterprise gateway, when you share that dashboard to a free user, they will not be able to use that dashboard. So if you have pro content on your dashboard, it can only be shared with other pro users. Now we've been talking about sharing dashboards, but what about sharing a report or a data set? You cannot explicitly share a report or data set directly. This is where organizational content packs come into play. There are two types of content packs. We have organizational content packs and we have service content packs. Service content packs, if you go to Get Data and then Service, you'll see all the list of the service content packs that are available. These are curated sets of dashboards, reports, and data sets. That's not what I'm referring to in this video. When you pick your my organization, your organization, but it says my organization, those are content packs that are actually shared and visible to you within your organization. And if you're a pro user, you can create a new organizational content pack. Inside of that organizational content pack, you can give it an image, you can give it a description, you can indicate what users or groups can see that content pack. This does include unified groups, so the groups that you create inside of Power BI. And then you can include dashboards, reports, and data sets. And under reports, those can also include Excel items inside of it. Then when a user goes to select the organizational content pack, they will get a copy or a link to that data set, report, and dashboard. The data set is still owned by the owner of the content pack. So the person that took that organizational content pack, so say if I selected a content pack and it showed up in my list, I don't own that data set. So the owner of the content pack would have to make sure that that data set is kept up to date. And that's an easy way to collaborate inside of Power BI. Now with organizational content packs, you cannot share that with users outside of your organization because that wouldn't really make sense if they're organizational content packs. They're not going to be visible to people outside of your organization. And organizational content packs really pop when you combine those with groups inside of Power BI. A great example that I love to use with this is if your central BI group in your organization creates a content pack that's a base level for your organization, and then as a team, you take that content pack, deploy it to a group, and then customize it to fit your team's needs. It has the base data that your central group is maintaining and curating for you, but you can go ahead and use that inside of your group and customize it the way that you want. There are other ways to collaborate inside of Power BI as well. So if you have a given report that you have that's not using direct query or a live connection, you can go ahead and choose to publish to web, and this will give you a link or an embed code that you can stick inside of your blog, inside of your website, wherever. Just realize that that is effectively an anonymous share at that point. So any data you have in there, you need to be careful about, because anyone that has that link will be able to see whatever's in that report. It's not governed by any groups or users restrictions. But that's another option to actually share information with other users. And from that point, you could even embed that into like a SharePoint site if you're using SharePoint. And if you really want to go down the embed route, you can actually go a step further and use our REST APIs to really embed other things into your application. Going that route, you can embed tiles or reports. So my question for today is, what are you doing to share your data with people in your organization within Power BI? What approach are you using? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below and let me know what you think. And also be sure to check out the comments and see what other people are saying. Also be sure to like and share this video with your friends. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Every Tuesday I take a look at a technical item such as this, where I either look at how something works, I look at a new feature, or how to troubleshoot something. And every Thursday I do an information roundup where I look at the last week, find things that were interesting to me, and share that out with you. And really, this is about you. I want to help you be more effective and successful in the things that you do. So go ahead and subscribe and be part of the conversation.